Hello, this is Krinstar, and I am looking at what I am considering my ambient starter type of project. So far, I have augmented brass, and actually, I should go into what I'm considering ambient because basically within this group 5, I got this Cinna plugin right here. I think I demoed it a while ago. I started with something else entirely, like impacts, and then I popped that in, and it had really a wild sound, and I added some more things to it. And most of that work is actually being done by these effects here. I'm starting with the Filter Mini, and then it goes into EFX Refract, which was a free Alturia plugin a little while ago that I was messing around with. A lot of the lift in the ambience is by Epic Clouds. This is starting to become my go-to type of toy for that type of effect of just long, drawn out. And I got this dry wet to 100%. Followed by Absinthe 5, only in the effects. And then Mutant Reverb, and then Shimmer. And Shimmer gives it a nice type of... What this does is it pitch shifts up and pitch shifts down, or basically it throws it through a dual pitch shifter to give it the effect. And let me take off a couple. It does what it says. It adds a shimmer. It actually is really cool. Take off the reverb. And now you have the bass sounds, or the basic sounds, or the underlying sounds. And I was messing around with the comb filters. Once again, are making a return in my... I got Valhalla Supermassive in the mix, and I have Filter Plus for doing some crazy stuff. I used to have a resonance in here, but I think that was too much, and so I took it out. Overall, kind of a cool little chain to give it some type of... And so I got my basics down for what is going to be the ambient type of background texture, or the background kind of whoosh that usually you can hear in most either chill or ambient or sci-chill type of stuff. And then underlying, I've been listening to a lot of Witch House and other types of stuff that has some really long, drawn out bass lines. There we go. Try soloing it. The rest of it's actually pretty cool also. So it gives... I'm going for a really creepy vibe. Again, Witch House. But I have this really long, drawn-out Juno bass that's going. And this is just a classic Road preset. I wanted to go for something a little analog. And it's got the square and the saw filter going, or the oscillators going, and a little bit of the chorus. It's nice and cool, kind of really good bass line. And then I got these effects that are from a sample pack, and it also adds. I have 3 different samples going, and it's set on random, so it goes through. And then finally, I got Captain Beat Epic. This thing is turning out to be one of my favorite things for drums because basically I just want a kick. I don't want an entire pattern. I just want to deal with the kick instead of doing the pattern and doing it out. I could just click on these little buttons and it changes the pattern to what I want to the kicks. I really like it. I really do. This is like almost a standout. I'm wanting to use it alone, and then I got that going into basically a pure 100% reverb, 94% reverb. So it makes it sound. Oops. Helps if I put it on the right one. Look how like epic booms. Very good impacts. So together, you got kind of this as a backing track. And if you're feeling any anxiety or type of fear, or it's actually really cool that music could probably make you a feeling of motion of kind of on the edge anxiety or some anything to make you feel anticipation. I think that's what I'm getting with this track is there's a lot of anticipation and or anxiety. There's, if you forgive my tangent for a second, there actually still is a website called Soma FM, and what it does is it plays a lot of different music, a lot of different indie music, not big label as far as I know, and they have a channel that's called Doomed, Doomed, and you would think that they play that type of channel would play heavy industrial Doomed soundtrack. No, it's a different kind of Doomed. Doomed as in you're screwed. Doomed as in everything's out to get you and you're just one step away from the end. That's it, being chopped. If you would, this kind of track fits in that sort of genre. It's I think at least. Okay, now most of this is actually with the help of Captain Beats is putting out some type of pattern. This is putting out sounds that are on a sample. This is putting out long drawn out, but there is nothing that's actually triggering. And you notice that these are not armed either. There's no recording on here. One of the things that would always make me kind of clicking on something and then losing the monitoring was driving me nuts. So I want to play my keyboard always and have these things going always, and the other things I don't really care about. So you click on this on to permanently make it pay attention to whatever incoming MIDI source it needs to happen. So if I click on auto, I want both of them to play together. So I'm going to monitor, click it on, monitor, click it on, and no matter what I play, both of them are going. Oh, I need to add... I forgot to add this brass into the mix. I kind of need to boost it a bit. Too much. It almost has that piano vibe to it. I'm using a Lost in Time preset, apparently. I should say in the last part, I have ozone going, and I'm hearing a bit of clipping. I'm not sure if it's too much noise, or it could be, I think it was fine all the way up until I started adding these, and I might have... Kind of want to do a delay. Really cool. Could mess with this for hours and hours and hours, or make a full track of this, at least probably about 8 minutes long, if not. Just playing around with these concepts, turning off and on the ambience here, or the sound effects. I think it works really well. These type of effects, I think the bass line works really well for giving that sense of dread. There we go, that's the word I was looking for. The beats are really cool. The beats give an additional additional dread because there's kind of a heartbeat effect going on, and then just the low ambience as sort of a kind of a glue between everything. Ultimately good. I think the brass is kind of a piano effect that kind of go on top lightly and gives it sort of on top of it, but I think it gets lost when everything else is going. So I need to EQ a bit more, and doing it live is kind of harder for me at the moment, but I think if I EQ it, and I don't hear this one at all. It's nice, but I know why it gets lost now, because it kind of is all in the same realm of frequency. I need to either put it like extreme left, right, side. Maybe if I pan it. Put it on kind of a like slow LFO or something, panning wise. Do it to a bar, maybe a couple bars. Anyway, I think it sounds really good, at least with these alone. And then just going into the beat, probably starting off with this, and then go into the beat later, and then take it out a little while, or just cut off like the drums, and then go back in. Could make a really strong track. Either way, let me know what you think. If I need to go further with this, if you would love to hear a full track bit of this, or what I could do. If not, then don't put anything, and I'll just continue doing as normal. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and I will see you later.